name is Star, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm a sophomore here, and I plan to be an English and History double major with Japanese minor. So my service site is Henderson Middle School, and Henderson Middle School is in the northern end of Richmond, and it's considered an inner city middle school. About 70% of the kids, or I'm sorry, no, it's 90% of the kids are either on free federal lunches or they have some assistance with paying for lunches. So you can see from that that economically it's not the best place to be living. But this past year, since I'm a sophomore, I've only been there 1 year, but this past year I've done a couple of different things. When I came to Henderson, they were having some problems with a small group of children because they had integrated another school, Chandler, that had been failing, that it didn't make standardized testing, so they had to close the school down. And so a large amount of those kids came to Henderson. And it's a high African-American population, very few Caucasian students, and so they were having some difficulty there. And so for my first semester, I basically started facilitating a group on race relations, and I actually met with those kids throughout the year, and it kind of transformed from a group on race relations to a group of kids who wanted to change Henderson, who saw problems, and who were really motivated and willing to make that change. And so my second semester, we started working with another organization in Richmond, another nonprofit called the Richmond Peace Education Center, and we did training for a peer mediation program, and we're just hoping that the communication between students will be different, that kids will learn how to talk out their problems rather than fight or resort to violence of any kind. And so it's been really exciting for me. As a freshman, I think that when I came in, I knew I wanted to work in education, and I thought that I wanted to work with special needs kids, and I was really convinced that this one service site that was my last in the cycle, we did the 3 different cycles, it was to be my last one. I was totally convinced I was going to be working there, and it was in a classroom for kids with hearing impairment. And when I came to Henderson, that was during my second cycle, I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the kids and the work I was doing there. And I think one of the biggest reasons was because I saw that for me in my life, I had a family that wasn't exactly stable all the time, and we went through a lot of financial hardship, but one thing that was really stable in my life was public education, and every day I got to get up and go to a school that was positive, it was a good environment, and I had that access to quality education, and I had so many opportunities because of that. And so to see a lot of these kids who had a similar situation where they came from, not the best families, and they didn't have a lot of financial resources, and they came to school and it was just more of the same, it was sort of compounded the issue. And so I just really wanted to give them even just a little bit of the opportunity that I had, because I feel like that made such a huge difference in my life. And so I'm really, really excited to continue working. We're going to be doing the peer mediation program throughout the year, and